Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. We'll talk about Huda. We'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, dear viewers, to another of our live episodes of Viewers Pulse. And I'm your host for the evening, Junaid Dar. Brothers and sisters, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to our fantastic program today. And I'd like to take this moment to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making this possible. And furthermore, I'd like to thank all of our viewers for their continuous support, for their continuous prayers and their du'as that make these projects successful. And furthermore, I'd like to give thanks to all those involved in the program for making this project come back and making it a reality onto our TVs. Furthermore, my dear viewers, dear brothers and sisters, I'd like to remind you that this program, Viewers Pulse, is your program. This is the hour where you get to communicate with myself and you get to communicate with Huda TV. It's an hour where we collectively can serve this beautiful religion of Al-Islam. So get involved and give us your opinions and your thoughts. Furthermore, dear brothers and sisters, don't forget that this hour is the time for you to give us your questions, to give us your comments, to give us your queries, and even if you have positive criticism, we are more than willing to hear that. Matter of fact, we would like to hear anything that you would like to bring to the table, because this channel, Huda TV, is your channel, and we want to provide you the services, the programs, the topics, all of the things that are needed in our society, and the programs that you feel that you would like to watch, especially topics. What kind of topics would you like to hear? What kind of discussions would you like to get involved in? Please do send us your thoughts, your queries through to us here on Viewers Pulse or on Huda TV. Furthermore, brothers and sisters, how can you do that? How can you communicate with us? There are a number of different ways. From amongst the first and the most direct is through the phone. You can call us, and the number should be running across the screen. You can call us on any of those two numbers. And don't forget, if you're calling outside of Egypt, then you must use the code. Otherwise, if you're calling inside, then just call us directly on those numbers. Your call will be directed to us here live and direct in the studio, and I'll try my best to give you the best possible answer that I can. If I'm unable, I'll address the question or the query to somebody who is more qualified. Furthermore, if you're unable to get through via phone, for whatever reason possible, you can always contact us via email. And our email address is as follows: pulse@huda.tv. So please do email us. Email is free and it's fast, and your emails come straight through to our office and we can pick them up and take it from there. As a matter of fact, we have a number of emails that you have sent us over the last week, compiled from our previous program up until today, and inshallah ta'ala, in due course, I will address them and bring those points forward. So please do get involved, and please do send us your emails, your questions, your queries, and we will definitely try our very best to give you a response. Now, if you are unable to, or if you want to use an alternative means of communication, the best way I find myself is by using our Facebook account. Now, if you go onto Facebook and you type in facebook.com/Huda TV, you'll find our Facebook page. And the Facebook page is one of my personal favorites. Now, why do I say that? The Facebook page is updated regularly. You will see on their reminders, you will see on their stories, you will see on their articles, you will see on their links. And from amongst the best of links on that page is a link to our official Huda TV webpage. And on that webpage you can see all of our programs that are aired from Monday all throughout the week, and you will see the 24-hour schedule. You can see the programs that are suitable or applicable to your timetable according to your work schedule. So please do visit our official page and do see our schedules, and you can get further information on the people who are involved in the channel, the presenters, what they do behind the cameras, and at the same time you can get some background information on Huda TV and the activities that are involved. Furthermore, on the website as well, there is a sisters section, so you get to see things which pertain to sisters only, and at the same time you will see articles, so you get updated with regular articles on Islamic issues and social issues. So please do visit our website, and please do join us there. One more thing about our Facebook page, dear brothers and sisters, please do like our Facebook page, and please do invite your friends and your families and all those involved who are on your lists. Send them a like, send them an invite to our Facebook page, and inshallah ta'ala we want to see our numbers grow. This is da'wah, this is for the sake of al-Islam. We want to spread the pure message, the beautiful message of al-Islam, the pure teachings of the Quran, the pure teachings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So join us, spread this beautiful message, help us on our Facebook page and help us to spread this goodness that we have. Furthermore, dear brothers and sisters, you can also join us on Twitter. So you'll see us there, twitter.com/Huda TV channel. Now, Twitter is one of the fastest ways to communicate with us. You get regular updates, immediate updates. Our Twitter account is linked to our Facebook page. So any activity that goes on our Facebook page, you will get a regular tweet sent to your phones or your pads, whatever device that you're using. So do join us on Twitter. That way you'll be with us 24/7 and you'll see exactly what's going on. Furthermore, dear brothers and sisters, the most important form of communication, and that is YouTube. I want all of you, inshallah ta'ala, to log into YouTube and see us there on youtube.com/Huda TV. And you must subscribe to our channel. Why do I say that? Because we're a TV channel. You have the option on YouTube to live stream all of our programs. And you can see us 24 hours for free. So please do join us there. Subscribe to our channel. And not just that, but you have an archive of programs. All of the programs we produced are saved on our channel. So you can filter through via date or via topic or as you please. You can go through them. And most importantly, you can leave your comments under each video. If there's something in there which you really liked, put a nice comment there. If there's something that you're not sure of and you've got a question, put a question there. So this is an excellent way of us hearing your thoughts, hearing your ideas. So please do join us on YouTube and please do subscribe to our channel as well. And our last form of communication, and that is Skype. Brothers and sisters, please do add us as your friends on Skype. And our address is as follows, Huda_TV. So join us on Skype, and your messages, whatever you put forward to us there, you want to send us a link or something, it comes through to us straight into our offices. And hopefully, inshallah ta'ala, in near future, we will have our Skype address up and running so we can even talk in the program, Viewers Pulse, so I can speak to you directly via Skype, which will be free phone calls all over the world. So please do add us on Skype and do join us there as well. Now, dear brothers and sisters, so you've heard all the different ways in which we can communicate with each other. Today's program is going to be a very exciting program. I've got a lot of things to say. And we have a photo of the week. This week we can have a fresh picture or a photo, and I want to hear your thoughts on these pictures. And I'll put that up in a few moments, not now, but I want you to get involved. Last week, mashallah ta'ala, we had people from all over the globe contacting us and giving us their thoughts, giving us their ideas. This time, I want to see more of you getting involved. I want to hear what you think and how you interpret these images. But before we do that, we have two fantastic reports. And these reports pertain to one of our upcoming programs, which is a Dawah workshop, and it's presented by our brother Rayan Fawzi Arab. Now, this workshop is a very important workshop. The elements that are discussed inside of this program pertain purely to Dawah. Now, this brother is very experienced and very qualified in giving Dawah. He's been involved in the program in a long time, and he has actually a second report, which we will show as well. And in the second report, he says, he discusses his Da'wah techniques. And I will tell you a small secret before we go into that report. There is a clip of him where he shows his effective Da'wah techniques and his ability to convey the pure message of Islam and to get the Shahada, by the permission of Allah, of course, in just under 6 minutes. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that what we all try to work for? So just under 6 minutes. So stay tuned and you will see that in just a few moments. But before I do that, I would like to open the floor for your comments on our picture. So let's have a look at this picture and then give me your comments and your thoughts on our Facebook page. So you've got to go into Viewers Pulse on Facebook. You will see the picture there as it is on your screen. And I would like for all of you to interpret this picture. What do you think is going on? And I would like to hear all the different views out there, my dear brothers and sisters. You can see there is a soldier and there is a young child. You see a young child there talking to this particular soldier, and the picture is displayed on our Viewers Pulse page, so please do go to Facebook, Viewers Pulse, and you will see the picture there. Put your comments underneath and I will read them directly as you put them up there. But before we go into that, let's have a look at our very first report, which is about da'wah, coming to us from Brother Rayan Fawzi Arab. Let's have a look at this, and then when we come back, we'll elaborate as much as we can. So I'll see you in just a few moments.
Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. This is your brother Rayan Fawzi Arab in the program The Da'wah Workshop. I would like to welcome my dear viewers, and I would like to welcome my respected guests in this episode, inshallah. And not only in this episode, but in this entire program, these 30 episodes, we are going to learn how to do da'wah. We are going to be effective in da'wah. We are going to cover things that you don't usually see on a TV program. Things that are covered in a classroom. As a matter of fact, things that are covered in a workshop, a training course. Exactly. This is what we're going to turn this into, a workshop. So what I want you to do, Mr. Viewer and dear sister, I want you to take out a pen and a paper and take some notes and interact with us. Search for the Facebook page, the Da'wah Workshop, and put in your comments, put in your questions, so that you could take part of this program and become an eligible, effective da'i. One with eloquence and style, one who is able to do da'wah, one who is able to start a da'wah conversation. Speaking of a da'wah conversation, let me introduce to you the objectives of this program, inshallah. So by the end of this program, you will be able to have brighter knowledge in da'wah. Yes, you will have brighter knowledge in da'wah. You probably know so much about da'wah, but there is always room for more. You will be able to do da'wah one-on-one. You will have the skills, you will have the abilities, only and only if you pay attention. You will be able to start a da'wah conversation, and you will have communication skills. Communication skills is something very important in da'wah. You will understand what da'wah is, the different types of da'wah. Is da'wah important? You will understand the obligations of da'wah, the objectives of da'wah, the benefits of da'wah. You will even understand a mad'u. Do you know what a mad'u is? Probably not, but we will talk about that inshallah. And you will know the different styles of da'wah, the means of da'wah. And last but not least, we will have Q&A interactive sessions, we will take phone calls, and we will make this the show. The show for you not to miss. The Da'wah Workshop.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, dear viewers, after watching a very short report there by our brother Rayan Fawzi, who is giving you a quick introduction or a quick a prep into how to give da'wah. We all know that da'wah is an obligation upon every single one of us, be as male or female. The Prophet ﷺ himself said, بَلِّغُ عَنِّي وَلَوْ آيَةً, convey on me even if it is one ayah. And you all know Surah Ikhlas, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. We all know this beautiful surah which talks about the uniqueness of Allah's oneness. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one, and how He is not born, and neither does He beget, He does not have a son, and He is unique in His oneness. Everyone knows this, but we must convey this message to the world. It is our obligation to portray, to teach this beautiful message to our neighbors, to our friends, to our colleagues. But how can we do that? We cannot do that unless we have knowledge, unless we have the insight into, first and foremost, what the Qur'an teaches, and secondly, the skills in how to convey this beautiful message. Now, one can get involved in da'wah in a number of different ways. You can get involved, be that via the internet, or via writing books, or engaging one-on-one, just like Brother Fawzi was discussing there. In his program, he is going to teach you, he is going to equip you to be able to talk to people directly. And unfortunately, many a times we find people slightly shy not wanting to talk about Islam, or slightly hesitant in trying to open the conversation about Islam because of maybe the situation of the world, or maybe because of just naturally they're very shy people. But Brother Fawzi really goes into a lot of detail in how to discuss and how to begin discussions, how to go into detail in discussions, and depending on the person you're talking to, each person you will discuss with has a different background, has a different way of understanding. So it's an art, and we've got to learn this art, and Brother Fawzi is probably one of the best to learn this art from. Now, let me prove that statement by showing you another report, and in this report, just look at how quick the Shahada comes through. Just look at how beautiful these techniques are that he, inshallah ta'ala, is going to teach us. So let's have a look at this report and then join me after, just after a few moments.
Hello, how are you, sir?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Ramil.
Ramil. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Philippines, in Manila.
Manila. MashaAllah. Ramil, are you Muslim or non-Muslim?
Non-Muslim.
Non-Muslim. What do you know about Islam? I mean, you are living here in Saudi Arabia. Perhaps you have been living here for quite a few years, maybe, and you've seen Muslims around. So what could you say about Islam?
I know all Muslims friendly. Friendly, most of them is faith of religion for the Muslim.
So most Muslims you know are friendly. Yeah. What is your perception of Muslims in modern day media, the Western media? What is your perception when you turn on the media?
I think this one I cannot answer for the situation now, so I cannot answer what is for this the media.
Good, no worries. So let me ask you a question in regards to belief. What do you believe in?
I believe for Islam, I know it's straight for the faith, of the Islam. And the Quran, I know, is most of them is we are. What do you mean that?
So you believe in one God?
Yeah, I believe in one.
You believe in one God. Do you believe that God sent messengers?
I think, yes, I believe that as messenger of God.
Do you know the name Jesus?
I know the name of Jesus.
Who is Jesus to you?
For survivor of people.
Do you know, us Muslims, we believe in Jesus.
The love of Jesus.
We should, because he was a righteous man. Do you know that Jesus used to pray?
Yes.
Who did he used to pray to?
I don't know, but I know Jesus is praying.
If one prays, that means he is praying to somebody who is more powerful, right?
Yeah.
So, if Jesus was praying, then perhaps he was praying to the one God.
Yeah. The one God is praying.
In the Quran, we believe that Jesus used to pray to the one God. Jesus said, I am the servant of God and I am the messenger of God. This is our belief in the Quran, yeah? You know, Jesus came about 600 years before the Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, came 600 years after Jesus with the same message. What do you know about Muhammad?
From now, I don't know for Muhammad now, for the moment.
You don't know yet. Do you mind if I share with you in brief who he was? Prophet Muhammad was sent 1,400 years ago. He was a regular man just like you and I, until he reached the age of 40. Once he reached 40 years old, that is when he knew that he is a messenger. That is when the revelation came down to him, the inspiration from Angel Gabriel. Do you know the name Gabriel?
I know Angel Gabriel in the Quran. I don't see.
In the Bible?
The Bible, I know. In the Bible.
This is the same angel.
Yeah.
Angel Gabriel used to come down to the prophets and messengers and he used to convey a message. So he came down to Prophet Muhammad and he told him that he is a messenger. So the Prophet Muhammad, from the age of 40 to the age of 63, he was working as a messenger for the one God, the true God. Yeah, he came with a book called the Quran. Did you hear about the Quran?
Yes, I hear the Quran.
What did you hear about it?
Quran, I know, is what you call that? It's same.
The word. It is the word of the one true God. You know, us Muslims, we believe in the scriptures that were revealed to Moses and Jesus. Moses, he split the sea into two halves. And then years later, Jesus came and he cured the sick and he brought the dead to life. This is all mentioned in the Quran. Jesus' name is mentioned in the Quran 25 times. So we believe that he was a respected messenger. We love him and we follow him. But we follow the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad since he is the last prophet, the last messenger. Let me ask you, do you agree that Muhammad is a messenger?
Yes, I agree.
Do you agree that Jesus is a messenger?
Yes, I agree also.
Do you know with this belief you are a Muslim?
Yes, I believe as Muslim.
You believe in Islam? Do you know that if you become a Muslim, you will enter paradise for eternity?
Yes, I know.
Would you like to officially become a Muslim?
Yes, why not?
Great. So we're going to say the testimony of faith. All right? And you're doing this from your heart, right? By your own choice. You're not being forced.
No, no.
Good. So we're going to say the testimony of faith, and that is the first step into Islam. It's like the key to becoming a Muslim. Since you already have this belief, you believe Jesus is a messenger, you believe Muhammad is a messenger, you believe in one God, that's the Islamic belief. So all you need now is the testimony of faith. So you will repeat after me in Arabic, then I will translate it to English. Ashhadu
أشهد
an la
أن لا
ilaha
إله
illallah
إلا الله
wa ashhadu
وأشهد
anna
أن
Muhammadan Rasulullah.
شكرا يا ربي شكرا هديت قلبي شكرا.
I bear witness there is no God except Allah, and I bear witness Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Now you are a Muslim. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Welcome to Islam, my dear brother. This is actually a big step you took. You know this, right? Have you done this before?
No.
It's your first time? You seemed like you were very inspired and motivated when you said
Yes.
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Because you did it from your heart?
Yes.
Allahu Akbar.
In my faith, in my bottom of my heart.
MashaAllah. You know, we're going to stay in touch with you so we could teach you more about Islam. Do you mind if we take your number and contact you later on, inshallah? Good.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back after watching that very short report. Wasn't that inspiring? Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. After 6 minutes, MashaAllah, Brother Fawzi showed us how to get a Shahada. How, subhanAllah, by Brother Fawzi just being an instrument, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saves these people from the punishment of the fire and gives them the blessings of paradise. SubhanAllah, brothers and sisters, we can all be part of this glorious work. We can all be part of this da'wah of spreading this beautiful message of Al-Islam. That is what our objective here is in this dunya. The Prophets were here to save people and to give them the glad tidings of paradise. Are we doing this job? Are we doing it efficiently and effectively? Look at the way Brother Fawzi broke down the conversation. SubhanAllah, it's so beautiful to see a brother which looks like his background was Christianity. How Brother Fawzi began with the concept of Tawheed, one God. And when he acknowledged there's one God, what was the next question he spoke to him about? He spoke to him about Ar-Risala, he talked to him about the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the Prophet Jesus, and clarified to him the correct position of Isa, Jesus in Islam. And the brother accepted. And then he moved on further and he talked about the very same job and same role that the Prophet Muhammad and the Prophet Jesus have inside of the Bible as well as inside of the Quran. And you see how, subhanAllah, the man was not taken back. He was speaking purely from his fitrah, from his natural instincts, and he accepted Islam. Brothers and sisters, me and you, and all of us, we have this ability to do this in 6 minutes or even less. Just imagine in one day, if you went out and you just worked for, let's say, 1 hour, how much good would you get? How much, subhanAllah, how many shahadas would you have? So inshallah ta'ala, dear brothers and sisters, we're going to be speaking to Brother Rehan Fawzi after a very short break, and then we can pose some questions on how he does these, subhanAllah, these amazing things. And then we will put forward a number of different questions as well. So let's take a very short break, and we'll come back in just a few moments. So I'll see you in just a few seconds.
TV commercials motivate viewers into immediate action and to sway consumer loyalty from one brand or service to the other. That's why we're here for you, to help you sell your products and services by using creative ideas that bring life into your own TV commercial. Advertise your business and branded products and services on Huda TV. We will offer you fast-paced and energetic 30-second affordable TV spots. Advertise on Huda TV. Acquire fresh customers and stay within your budget. For more info or to receive a quote, please send your inquiries to advert@Huda TV. Huda TV.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قالوا أجئتنا لتأفكنا عن آلهتنا فأتنا بما تعدنا إن كنت من الصادقين
له ملك السماوات والأرض وإلى الله ترجع الأمور
فلما رأوه عارضا مستقبل أوديتهم قالوا هذا عارض ممطرنا بل هو ما استعجلتم به.
أخا عاد إذ أنذر قومه بالأحقاف وقد خلت النذر من بين يديه ومن خلفه ألا تعبدوا إلا الله إني أخاف عليكم عذاب يوم عظيم.
فيهما عينان نضاختان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما فاكهة ونخل ورمان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
بلى فهل يهلك إلا القوم الفاسقون.
Sent from Allah to an angel then to man. That man was Muhammad, the best of creation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, dear viewers, to our second part of this program, where we're going to be hopefully speaking to Brother Rayyan Fawzi. But before we go into our phone call with the brother, I would like to remind you of our picture of the day. You've seen it before, the picture of the soldier sitting with a young girl. I want you to get involved and give us your comments and your thoughts on that image. What do you think is being said? How do you think the people in that picture are feeling? And what does it actually represent? Now, we've got one person so far who's been involved and has contacted us through the Viewers Pulse Facebook page, which is where you will see the picture. And the person's name is, if I pronounce it correctly, Pa Daju Bajdan. And he says, it looks like she feels comfortable while talking to the soldier. Okay, that's one perspective. That's one way of looking at the picture, that the girl is feeling very comfortable sitting there and talking to that particular soldier. So dear viewers, please do get involved and give us your ideas and your thoughts. Now, before we get into the phone call with Brother Rayyan Fawzi, I would like to make mention here of the topic for the day. Now, many a times, or last week we spoke about the freezing conditions. What would you do on a foggy day? And I mentioned to you what I would do. But today I want to move on from the fog and look at the snow. We are in the winter. The weather is absolutely freezing. I can say for myself here, it's absolutely freezing cold and people are wearing jackets, woolly hats, gloves, everything. So my question to you, my dear viewers, is what would you do in a very cold, snowy day? When you see the snow, what kind of feelings do you go through? Do you feel very happy? Do you feel very sad? Or do you feel lazy? What comes to your mind? How do you feel? And what do you get involved in? Are you the type of person that when you see snow, you want to go outside and roll around and build a snowman and get involved? Or are you the type of person when you see the snow, you want to put yourself in your blanket, cuddle up, and just have a cup of coffee? Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your ideas. You can do it via phone call in the studio, or you can send us an email, and you can also do it through our Facebook page. But please do tell me how you feel and what you do. Now, let's move on. I understand we are in contact with Brother Rayan Fawzi, so I'd like to initiate the conversation. Brother, Assalamu alaikum. Okay, it looks like the call there was disconnected, but inshallah, we will be back and we will put all of our questions to Brother Fawzi about that particular program that we saw on the program that is going to be airing. And you yourselves, please also do get involved and give us your questions, and we can propose them to Brother Rayan Fawzi. Brothers and sisters, in this cold environment, in this cold, this snow, how many of you are currently right now experiencing the snow? When you open your windows, what do you see? Do you see snow? If you do, please tell me, and please show and share with me your experience on how that feels. Or if you're just living in a very cold place, please do tell us about that as well. If there is anybody out there who is enjoying the beauty of the sun, who is having a luxurious time under the sun, please do tell us as well. You can cheer us up and take us out of this freezing environment or cold. Now, my dear brothers and my dear sisters, as promised to you, we do have a number of your emails that are lined up, and we will go through those emails. But before we do, I've just been informed that the phone line is back and it's working. Okay, I'm told to wait. So let's have a look at some of your emails. You've given us a number of different emails here, and starting from the top, we have some by the name of Brother Salim, and he writes the following. I can't watch Huda TV here in the USA. Would you please add me to your Skype? Thanks. And also, could you show me how I could get involved and how I can watch your program? Dear Brother Salim, of course, you can get involved in a number of different ways. First and foremost, drop us an email, contact us on Huda TV, or even on Viewers Pulse, contacting me directly, and we can put you in the right direction, and hopefully we can benefit from your skills, and you can benefit the Ummah from whatever it is that you can contribute. Furthermore, if it's not appearing on your television set, then you can always watch us via live streaming. Go to YouTube, type in Huda TV, you'll see our page come, and just click on the live streaming button, and you will see all of our programs running there 24 hours, 7 days a week, so you can do that. So please do get involved. And inshallah, we aim to get Huda TV direct into everybody's houses. This is our dream goal. We want to access all the different networks, but that requires work, and we are trying our best, and you, inshallah ta'ala, will also help us to achieve this goal. Now, let me move on to our second email, and that email comes through from Iam Tegzi. And this person writes the following. I am very happy to follow this page, and I have benefited immensely. MashaAllah, that's exactly what is our goal and our objective. We want to give this message in the simplest way, in the most useful way, and we have a beautiful message from Tedzi saying, I am really happy to follow your page and to follow your channel. Please, brothers and sisters, invite people to Huda TV. Give them the glad tidings of this beautiful channel. Now, I'm told again that we have the line back working, so let's see if everything is functioning as it should be. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Fawzi. How are we doing today?
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Junaid, alhamdulillah, how are you?
Well, alhamdulillah, I'm very well. I'm very happy to speak to you.
Likewise, may Allah bless you for your efforts, and this is a wonderful show, alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much. We just saw two reports about yourself. Number one, an intro into your series on Dawah, the Dawah Workshop, and your second report where, mashallah, tabarakallah, you were able to get a shahada in just 6 minutes.
Alhamdulillah, that is with the success of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا تَوْفِيقِي إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. And my success only comes from Allah Azza wa Jal.
MashaAllah, excellent. Brother, can I ask you to give us a quick insight into your Dawah Workshop? I mean, you mentioned it in the short report that we watched, but what is your ideas behind it? What was your intention going into this program?
Absolutely. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu salam ala Rasulillah. First off, back in the day, I had a strong intention to turn people into da'is, into du'at, callers to Islam. But I realized that I lacked so much knowledge and so many skills in the field myself. So then I decided to enroll in Imam Muhammad bin Saud Islamic University in Riyadh, and I took 8 courses there. And I also studied with several sheikhs and scholars and gained the knowledge. And then I trained myself for the skills, for the presentation skills, for the communication skills. Then I actually put my foot on the field and started doing da'wah, and subhanAllah, Allah gave me success. But the success didn't come at the beginning. It took a while, actually. I had to work really hard on it. And subhanAllah, there were ups and downs. But then the outcome was always good, alhamdulillah. Now, back to your question, what is my intention behind this program? Or why did I want to do this? Actually, the objective is one. I wanted to leave a fingerprint before I leave this dunya. I don't know how long I'm going to stay in this world. So I wanted to make sure that I gain the knowledge myself, I have the skills, and then I start training as many people as I can to do the same exact thing that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, used to do throughout his life. He used to call people to Islam. He used to convey the message to the non-Muslims, to the polytheists, to the hypocrites, to all. He used to convey the message to them and bring them to Islam and correct and rectify their beliefs. And subhanAllah, I have this desire and this enthusiasm to share the deen with so many people, but I know that my voice will not reach as many people as I want it to. So what I could do is I could search for a few people who want to do the same thing and train them so that perhaps their voices will reach different parts of the world. So my objective behind this program is to get the message of Islam out to the world in an eloquent and effective way. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant me the success in doing so.
Brother Fawzi, I would also like to ask you to shed some light on the program itself directly, the Dawah Workshop program. What are the unique features of this series of programs?
Actually, the unique features of this program is that we focus on skills more than we focus on knowledge and fundamentals of da'wah. You see, this program was extracted from my book called Basic Da'wah 101, which is online for free download online on my website, RayyanArab.com. So this book contains different units in it, and it talks about different types of da'wah, benefits of da'wah, objectives of da'wah. Now the features that you're asking about is the skills. What kind of skills can we gain? Because throughout my studies in Imam Muhammad bin Saud University, they gave me the knowledge, but they didn't share with me the skills. The skills I had to gain through soft skills trainers, management trainers. So I added the soft skills to this program: communication skills, presentation skills, how to answer difficult questions, how to direct an uncomfortable question to the fundamentals of Islam so that people could be able to understand what you're saying, how to convey the message eloquently. So these are some things that we need to focus on. We do need the knowledge. We do need to understand the Quran and the Hadith. Of course, that is an essence. But at the same time, we need the skills, and that should not be neglected in any way.
Okay, excellent, fantastic. Furthermore, can you tell us, give us some advice for myself and all the other viewers who inshallah ta'ala are going to tune in and watch your workshop? How can we best benefit, take maximum benefit from this series?
I always tell my students, I always tell them, Brother Junaid, to always apply what you learn. When you learn something, apply it immediately, because it's going to evaporate. I mean, this wonderful program, this episode that you're doing tonight, is wonderful, and we're all inspired by it. But are we going to remember what we heard tonight or what we learned in this moment? We probably won't remember much. Probably within 48 to 72 hours, 80 or 90% of what we saw and learned is going to evaporate, unless if we apply it. So we must take at least one or two things that we enjoy the most from every teaching or every book that we read or every program, and I'm also speaking about the Dawah Workshop. We take 1, 2, 3 things from that and we apply it to ourselves. For example, I learned how to communicate effectively, how to listen attentively to the mad'u, the one who I'm speaking to when I'm giving da'wah. So then I should apply this with my wife, with my children, with my boss at work, with my friends, so that I could train myself and prepare myself to be a da'i, so that when the non-Muslim speaks to me, I could listen to him and help him solve his problems. That way, I will open up his heart to accepting the message. So always applying what we learn is effective in da'wah.
Excellent, thank you very much. One other question I'd like to propose is some information on the structure of the workshop. Could you just very briefly, without going into too many technicalities, what is the setup? What's the beginning? What's the middle? And what's the end?
That's a good question, Brother Junaid. The structure of the workshop is based upon, first off, understanding the fundamentals of Islam, understanding the objectives of da'wah. Sorry, the fundamentals of da'wah, not Islam. Understanding the different types of da'wah. What da'wah means. Many people think da'wah means da'wah to Islam only. That's wrong. It means invitation. So if, for example, if I have a wedding tonight, if I'm going to get married and I say, Brother Junaid Dar, you are invited, then I am giving you da'wah. You're invited to my wedding. SubhanAllah. So people need to understand these things. We need to understand the Arabic terminologies, and that's what we cover in the beginning of these sessions. Then we talk about the da'i, the one who is calling to Islam, and the traits and characteristics that he must have, and the necessities of the da'i. After that, we talk about the mad'u, the one who is receiving the message. So if you focus on this point, there are three pillars in da'wah. The first thing we focus on is da'wah itself, the message. The second thing we focus on is the da'i, the caller. The third thing we focus on is the mad'u, the one receiving the message. After that, we talk more about the skills, like presentation skills, communication skills, and optimism, how to be optimistic in da'wah, because during da'wah there will be many difficult situations and difficult times, and we need to be patient and optimistic. So we cover those points as well, along with the different stories from the life of the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the seerah of Rasulullah. Then we talk about the subjects of da'wah, what we should focus on when we give da'wah. Then we talk about the go-wrap method, and that is the strategy of doing da'wah, how to initiate a da'wah conversation. Because as you said earlier in the show, many people want to do da'wah, but they may be shy. They don't know how to do da'wah. So by understanding how to initiate the conversation, you will be able to do da'wah. In this program, inshallah, and all these episodes are uploaded to YouTube on Huda TV YouTube website. And the viewer will be able to extract all this knowledge and will be able to be an effective da'i, inshallah, with the success of the Almighty Allah Azza wa Jal.
Inshallah, mashallah, fantastic. That's a very good structure there, systematically taking a person from zero all the way up to, inshallah, becoming a successful da'i. I would like to ask you also, brother, on a personal note, if you did invite me to your wedding, I will come. But on a further note, what are your future plans? Now you've got this workshop, you've got a book, what are you planning to do next?
What am I planning to do next? Okay, first let me respond to the invitation to the wedding. By the way, if I invited you to my wedding, I wouldn't be able to make it there because my first wife would split my throat. So good luck over there. And in regards to what's the next step, inshallah, if you ask me what's the next step in my personal life, I would say to continue seeking knowledge, to continue sitting with scholars and gaining knowledge through them, and then to share the deen, to share immediately, whatever I learn. If I learn something new today, to share it with others, inshallah. If you ask me what's the next step with Huda TV, inshallah, that is to do a program on new Muslims, how to take care of the new Muslims after the Shahada. Because you watched a report of mine of a man who took Shahada in 6 minutes. But it's not that easy. I mean, he did take Shahada, but after the Shahada, that's what counts, and that's what really matters. Are we following up with him? Are we calling him? Are we supplying him with what he needs? Are we continuously answering his questions and benefiting him with the knowledge? So I wanted to focus on a program on how to take care of the non-Muslims, inshallah.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Rayyan Fawzi. I appreciate your time and your efforts, and I pray for your well-being, for your safety. So I'd like to thank you very much for your contribution, brother. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, Brothers and sisters, you heard there directly from our brother Rayyan Fawzi, who said himself the importance, or explained to us that the importance of giving da'wah and the importance of being prepared, having the knowledge and having the soft skills. And I think that's very important in the day and age that we live in. Unfortunately, we find people, they have the knowledge, but when they approach human beings, they can put them off. So we need to watch this program, we need to watch this workshop, and inshallah ta'ala, let's gain our skills and let's become more professional in the techniques and the ways in which we do things. Brothers and sisters, let me continue on with some of the emails that you had sent to us. So we have another email coming to us from Javia Nova, and he writes, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers, one question. Is there a way to order all of the shows done with Yasser Faghaza and Jafar Idris on DVD or something? I would like to get the whole series of these talks. Well, brother, I would like to make mention that all of our programs that we have on Huda TV, be they old, be they new, if you go to our YouTube page, you will see the archive is all there. So please do go to YouTube and filter through, type in whichever sheikh that you would like to look at, just type in the name, and you will see all the programs there, and then you can inshallah download them from YouTube, and you can watch them as you please. But one thing I would say, don't forget to please give us your comments as well on those videos, and join us there. Brothers and sisters, as we are coming towards the end of our fantastic program here on Viewers Pulse, I would also like to remind you that we have our live programs coming to you in the evenings. Huda Tonight, we have the news segment first, and in segment number 2 and segment number 3, we have our live discussions with very special guests. So please join us there. It'll be myself tonight, so join us in our program. We'll be talking about the rahmah, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in this day and age, I mean, this is a topic that we really need to be familiar with, so that we can feel optimism, we can feel the happiness, we can feel that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So please do join us in the evening for our program there on Huda Tonight. And I would like to conclude here, my dear brothers and sisters, and just remind you that our picture is still up on our Viewers Pulse Facebook page. Do give us your comments, do give us your queries, and I will be there to directly respond to any of the comments read out or written down on our Facebook page. So dear brothers and sisters, I'd like to conclude here, and I'd like to thank you all very much for tuning in, and I appreciate Brother Fawzi's contribution as well. With that, I would like to conclude. Thank you all very much. And inshallah ta'ala, I will see you at the same time, at the same place, but next week. So until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We'll talk about Huda, we'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. We'll talk about Huda, we'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light.